By meeting people of all different specialties and from all different parts of the country, you start building a network of friends and mentors that you could come to for career advice. And obviously the education you get at these meetings makes you a better practitioner. So when looking for that perfect job, the more active you are at the ABA tax section, the better qualified you will be to get a job.
I actually attend the CLE meetings. I attend the planning meetings. I've been involved in comments on new tax court rules, on different IRS regulations, which is fabulous because you're having input into the law that you end up having to practice under, which is a rewarding experience. Plus, you get to meet people and interact with really bright, fabulous people through that process. I also always go to the section reception so that I can talk to the tax court judges and get to know other people in the section and what type of issues are being litigated throughout the country, not just in San Antonio. And sometimes that gives me an idea of what's coming through the pipeline and what I can expect in my own practice in San Antonio.
I became involved in the tax section about 4 to 5 years ago. I contacted the tax section, was really intrigued by some of the diversity initiatives that the tax section was trying to embark upon, and actually became the vice chair of the diversity committee of the tax section. That was my initial interaction with the tax section, and from there went on to chair the diversity committee. What the diversity committee tries to do is really bring together people from all different backgrounds, and it tries to help people share different perspectives on similar types of issues. Even in the tax law, there are very different issues that we address in tax law, and some of those issues, whether one is coming from a foreign country or different perspectives within the same country, you may see something a little bit different. You may approach the tax law a little bit different. Some people are very focused on the rule of law, others are more focused on how does this affect different populations of people. So I think what the diversity committee tries to do is really bring a lot of people together, share experiences, and have everyone in the law kind of operating under a same umbrella but with different perspectives, so we really can get to the right answers in terms of what the rule of law should be.
Mid-career it was interesting because that's about the time I started to have a family, and so just having a network of other female attorneys that were doing the same thing across the country and how they were juggling that and how they were making it work, and finding out what the policies were for maternity leave and for other aspects of a practice, and just leaving your practice to have a baby and then coming back and reestablishing your practice. It was nice to have a network of people that I could call on to find out how they'd done it and how it worked for them and whether it was going to work for me.
I started as a tax lawyer back in the time when it was a lot harder, but even for me it was like, my mentor at my law firm at Pillsbury was sort of the first woman to become a partner at a big firm in San Francisco, and the things she faced are nothing like the things I faced. But I think the things I faced are nothing like the things. It's a lot easier now, but it doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean that there aren't times that you don't feel out of place or that you don't feel, you just still don't. So there are just sometimes when you still feel like it's a man's world. But I think you realize more and more that it isn't.
I have found that as a woman, I've had additional opportunities for growth and progress. I think it's only natural in a field that I'm guessing that there is probably less women, especially in the transactional area of tax law. And I have found that because of that, maybe I've had opportunities where as a woman I have stood out because the room generally tends to be full of men. And so if you're a woman, if you're active, you normally get noticed, and there's good opportunities for advancement.
I specialize in employee benefits law, which is one of the larger committees here at the section, and there are a lot of subcommittees and a lot of comments on proposed regulations and that type of thing. So even for those members who can't travel to each of the meetings, once you get on someone's listserv, once you show interest, there's tremendous opportunities, and sometimes you have to say no because there are too many opportunities, but just to kind of be part of a comment on a proposed regulation, or providing advice to Treasury or the IRS or something. So there's a lot of activities outside of the meetings, but at the meetings, that's where you kind of come and you listen to speakers and exchange ideas and, just generally learn and network.